everyone, this is the Sun Woman, and I just want to welcome you to my channel. Happy new moon in Virgo, and not only is this new moon that's taking place on the 13th a time for new beginnings as the new moon astrologically, but it's also a solar eclipse. And just to explain what that means to us, I'm just going to use one of these seashells here to represent the Earth. And so during a solar eclipse, the moon is directly between the Earth and the Sun. Okay? And that in astrology is known as a conjunction between the Sun and the moon. Now during this time, this very brief time, the moon can kind of block out the Sun. And it temporarily turns off the lights, so to speak. So we have a finite focus as human beings, and it's natural for us to concentrate really on what's in front of us. At times, this can really limit our perspectives on the world and in our lives, and it can cause us to miss out on opportunities in our lives. So during these amazing solar eclipses, the eclipse might snatch away what's familiar to us temporarily, and that forces us to consider options we might never otherwise have explored in our lives. Although this kind of causes some temporary upheaval sometimes, eclipses are hard to be kind, so to speak, okay? So major growth can happen during these cosmic power outages. And this is really when we should leap into the new in our lives and generally improve, what's going on, even if we feel kind of forced by circumstances to do that. So this is a really big month, not just the solar eclipse that's taking place on the 13th of September, but the full moon at the end of the month. You can really think of it like an astrological purge that's going on for us, a true cleansing. And there are going to be truths that are going to be revealed. Old systems, old situations are going to fall by the wayside in our lives. I'm telling you, by October, we're going to be totally new, different people, and it's exciting, it's scary, but this is something that's going to be happening for the good in your life, for your spiritual good, and for to improve the quality of your life, which is really most important. It's going to be a time, if you're ready, to really set your intentions on what you want in your life, what you want to see, what you want to know, the truth that you want to find out, either from yourself, or the people that are around you. Denial can be very comfortable, but it's really not real. We've got to take a deep breath for this new moon and ask for the truth. And even though that might scare us, know that what comes out of it is going to move us to the next level on our paths here, okay? Now, look at what hasn't been working in your life. Make a declaration to yourself that you're not going to operate with old situations, old parameters anymore. For example, if you've been behaving a certain way in a romantic relationship and you've really outgrown that way of being, it's time to switch to something else. Be really honest with yourself. If you're not happy with what you're receiving in your life, what can you do what can you change to set up a new paradigm, a new structure? Remember, often what we're not currently receiving is the same thing that we're not giving generously in our lives, okay? Now this Virgo energy, it's all about cleaning up, tidying up, decluttering, becoming organized so that we can really take control of our lives. Remember, you can't make empowered decisions when you're living in a mess, either emotionally, psychologically, or even physically, in your own surroundings. So have a clean space in your mind, in your heart, in your life to act from, and that's going to be the ideal baseline to get the most out of these tremendous energies, okay? So again, this is the Sun Woman. I'm an empathic astrologer and tarot reader, and I'm going to go ahead and do a reading for each of the individual 12 signs, and these readings apply to you whether the sun is in the sign, whether it's your moon sign or your rising sign. Thank you so much. Hello Capricorns, this is the Sun Woman, and here's your reading for this new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. Now the eclipse is going to be taking place in the area that rules your 9th house, and your 9th house is the house of expansion. So anything that takes you from where you are and moves you forward into a wider area of operation, or a more expanded mindset. Expansion as far as travel, international travel is in the 9th house, dealings with people from other countries. It can also be going back to school, college, university. It also rules technology, the internet, import, export, again, business dealings with international entities. It also is the house that rules as expansion on a spiritual level, so it can refer to religious matters, spiritual matters as far as your philosophy on life. It can do, again, with religion and church involvement. So anything that takes you to a higher plane or to another plane, either physically or emotionally or mentally, actually. And incidentally, the 9th house also has to do with second marriages. So if there's a situation going on, you've remarried, that things would fall in that second house. That would be your partner, would be in that 9th house. Okay, so what we have in the past is the King of Wands reversed here. The King of Wands is a fire sign energy, which could be which could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. The King of Wands is upside down here, so I feel like there may have been a falling out or an argument or some kind of issue with this King of Wands. It may be a business partner. Wands often have to do with business, professional matters. It could be a partner in business. Could be a father figure. So it's definitely a king. It could be male or female. The kings can represent men or women, but it can be an energy that was a little thoughtless in their dealings, maybe some underhanded dealings, maybe some impulsiveness. Words were spoken that should not have been spoken, or decisions were made precipitously that should not have been made, and that have now affected you personally. I feel like that's the energy that was experienced within the last 30 days. Now what's covering you is the 9 of Cups reversed. So the 9 of Cups is the wish come true card. I feel like on some level, a wish that you have wanted to happen has come true, but in a way that you were not expecting it to, or maybe in a way that you didn't really like it to come true. So you may have received information that has now kind of freed you from a situation that was holding you back. I feel very likely in a professional realm. You may have gotten information, or words were spoken that have kind of made you rethink your situation there, your connection with this king or with this business, and now things that you were thinking about doing, you are now in a position where you are ready to do those things. So a wish coming true, but not necessarily in the way that you expected. The 8 of Cups upright in your future position, which is going to be the next 30-day cycle. I feel like this is the card of walking away from a situation, turning your back on a situation that you were emotionally invested in. I do feel that you are going to make the decision to move to move to other shores. Okay, this could be a physical move from where you are living or working. It could be a trip. Again, as I said, foreign travel could be involved here. Very interesting enough, there is a moon and kind of an eclipse type of symbol here above the person's head. So that's just coincidental with that it is happening at the time of the new moon eclipse. But again, in any case, I feel like you are making the decision where you will need to move on to something else and turn away from what you were involved in. The 5 of Swords crowning you in the highest position here, which is also your advice card. I feel like you are picking up the pieces from what you see as a defeat, okay? Disillusionment, very possibly in relation to this King of Wands, and now you're picking up the pieces, the wands here. There are 2 still laying on the ground. You have 2 on your shoulder, and it looks like you're pulling 2 out the ground there. And in the distance, there are 2 figures walking away. So feeling like there was a defeat here in your own mind, and now you know that it's time for you to pick up the pieces and to move forward. There may have been a betrayal for you. You may see this as a betrayal, something that's taken place. And since there are 2 people here walking away, I feel like it may be in relation to this King of Wands and another person. The King of Wands may have chosen someone over you, or may have given something to another person that you felt should have been given to you. A promotion perhaps, a contract, another responsibility that you felt that you should have received was lost to someone else. Keep in mind, though, that with the Emperor here at the base of the reading, you are extremely qualified, even better qualified than anyone else in that position, and perhaps even better qualified than this King of Wands with whom you've been working. So you are your best job, okay? You are the boss. You, as a Capricorn, you are born with that boss nature, whether you are the head of your household as a homemaker or whether you are a Fortune 500 CEO. It is your nature to be the boss of a situation, a CEO. So know that this is your personality, this is your quality, and you have everything you need to be established. You are this king. This Emperor talks about experience, mastery, skill. So you are looked upon as someone who is a master of whatever it is that you are involved in. I want you to know that the good news here that is coming is represented by the 6 of Wands, which talks about a victory. So even though you're seeing this as a defeat, it is actually a victory that's coming to you. Some really good news. It could be a contract, it could be a job offer, it could be an offer for a partnership or a project that is coming to you. It really is a victory card. I'm being led to tell you that this could be in relation to foreign travel, to people or communities of an international flavor, so different from your own ethnic background or your own community that you're living in. I see you riding in on the horse, so this also has to do with your reputation. So I feel like you are seen by others in your circle or in your circle of business as someone with a great reputation, very skillful, very talented, and I feel that you are going to receive some type of recognition for your skills. So don't be thrown off by this situation, because something really good is happening, and it is happening because of the work that you have already put in your life, okay? The 3 of Wands here is talking about your hopes or fears in this situation. And I feel like you're wondering, okay, am I going to find the right partner? Am I going to get the contract that I need? Am I going to find the right contractors? Don't be afraid. I feel like what you need to do at this point is you need to be concerned about your own self-image and what you are put out there as your professional image. Get your Facebook profile updated, your LinkedIn, all your networking, social network profiles updated and synced, because the 6 of Wands is talking about good news and expansion coming from outside of you. I feel like with the 9th house being highlighted here, it's very likely that you are going to get this offer through, from the internet, through some type of online connection. And it's going to be directly related to how you are perceived. So make sure that the persona that you have out there in the, web sphere is the one that you want people to know. Make sure your skills, talents are listed, your experience, your accolades, any awards that you've received, anything that you've been in charge of is well presented in your profiles, so that the world can see that and look to you as the qualified person here for the job. All right, and again, the Three of Wands promises expansion. It promises contractual situations, moving on to new horizons. The person here has dug in those 3 wands, so has made the connections. This is the networking cards. Get out and network. Now, with the Mercury going retrograde the 17th for a month, and these 2 eclipses taking place, understand that things are going to be a little unstable for about a month. The Mercury rules communications. It rules, whether it's phone calls, the internet, emails, text messages. Be very careful the messages that you are sending and receiving. Understand that whatever is offered to you right now may not be the right thing for you, because what you want may change after this 30-day cycle. So it's not the time to accept job offers. It's the time to entertain things that are being proposed to you, but wait until mid-October before you actually act on something, because then you'll have the full power of a well presented Mercury with that power behind you, okay? And things will have settled from all the eclipses that are taking place. Understand that eclipses bring eclipse situations and persons out of our lives so that we can move forward in a way that we really were either afraid to or didn't think we were prepared to, but the universe is saying it's time to push you off the limb there, little birdie, and fly. So again, expansion is the key word. Now, the Queen of Cups is here reversed. I feel that this Queen of Cups is a water sign energy for you, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. It could be a male or female. This could be your partner, a spouse, or a family member, a maternal figure as well, a sister. Very possibly a woman in your life with whom you are emotionally connected. I feel like the Queen of Cups, even though she's a very supportive person, she can be very fearful. So she may be concerned about you and these big changes that are taking place in your life, and how it is either going to affect your relationship, your marriage, your home situation. You have to sit down with this queen and say, listen, this is what's happened. I'm not going to be in a situation that I'm no longer comfortable in, where I'm no longer appreciated. I'm ready to move out on my own. I'm not going to do anything impulsive yet. I'm not going to give my notice yet. I'm going to wait a month or so, and then if I'm still feeling the same way, I'm going to be ready to move forward. And I would appreciate your support if you can give it. And I feel like she will be backing you up 100%. And not only that, she will have some good intuition about how to move forward with your plans. So expect some inspiration from her. If she comes up with some ideas out of the blue, I would say entertain those ideas, because she may be getting some heavenly advice or some heavenly ideas that are coming directly from the universe for you through her to assist you in making the moves that you need to make, okay? And that Queen of Cups will be fine. She'll be there for you and very emotionally supportive for you. Just let her know what's going on. Don't keep anything from her, and put her mind at ease, and then you'll have a very strong backer there, okay? So great messages here for you. Don't be thrown off by anything that's being eclipsed out of your life, Capricorn, because you have everything you need to move forward and to create the foundations that you need in your life and to expand, all right? Now, I always pull a card from the Tao Oracle deck, and in this case, I've already shuffled the cards. I'm going to take the one off the top for you. And this is the number 25, innocence. The key words to this are a trusting nature, originality, spontaneity, open-heartedness, simplicity, and the unexpected. If you look at this card, this is a person giving birth to a child in a lotus flower. What I feel this is that you've had some ideas in your head, you've been ruminating about them, you've had a lot on your mind, you've been thinking about them kind of in the back of your mind, and it is now time to give birth to these ideas and set them free in your life, okay? So you may have been, this eclipse is going to shake things up, move things out of your way so that you can implement the ideas that you're giving birth to. And I want you to face this and deal with this in a childlike manner, meaning you may be a well-seasoned person in your area of expertise, but I want you to entertain newness. I want you to consider the idea of bringing someone into your sphere who is younger than you, but who may also have something very strong to offer you to help you. If you're looking to update your social profile, bring someone in, maybe who's in their 20s, 30s, who's younger than you, who has a mastery over those things to help you set up your profile, okay, and set up your your internet presence so that it is strong and thorough. Also, don't be afraid to bring some lightheartedness into this situation. You may be being born again here in this situation. That's what the eclipse is doing. It's giving you a second chance on something that maybe you did not have the time to do before because you were so focused on building business and your reputation and working hard and long hours. You may be in a situation where it's time for you to now get your own thing, Capricorn, okay? Be the master of your own kingdom. You're the emperor of your own situation and not someone else's. So don't be afraid to be open-minded, open-hearted, to expect the unexpected. You may be connecting with people that you never thought you'd be connecting with, and those ideas and those offers coming out of the blue. Entertain them, embrace them. Don't move forward with them yet. Give it about a month or so, mid-October, before you actually set anything into stone or accept any offers or sign on the dotted line. Give it a month or so, and then when the energies have moved forward and everything is moving forward in a healthy flow, then it will be time for you to be born again, so to speak, and to present yourself out into the world with your new persona. All right, Capricorn, so I hope this reading helped you and resonated with you. If it did and you'd like more information and a private reading, please click on the link that's in my information section here, and that will take you to my website, which will allow you to book a private reading with me. Best of luck to you, and good luck with this Mercury retrograde and this eclipse in Virgo. I think you're going to be starting fresh in the next month, and it's going to be a wonderful time for you. Best of luck to you. See you next month.